One thing about the media, what they do is blame each other. That's one thing I noticed through this story. I was watching it. I'm like, once they make mistakes, they blame each other. And then that keeps the public divided. You know what I'm saying? Because now you say, well, they was right with the way what they said, So I see CNN, like, for instance, John King on CNN, he was the first one to say it was a dark male, with a hood on. He retracted.
He the one who said the dark skin?
He threw that out there. So everybody hitting him for that. But
that could have been any old black man.
Right. That could have been one of them Africans just walking around.
Right. They found a couple of them with their backpack. Yeah, one dude was just running. He was a runner.
That's how they do.
He was in the marathon?
Yeah.
Okay, and the police arrested him, huh?
Cops put a hurting on your ass, man, They really degrade you. White folks don't believe that shit. Don't believe cops degrade. Oh, come on. Those people are resisting arrest.
Well, they probably
arrested him, but some people jumped on him or something.
Yeah, that's right. Stopped him. That's
and
right.
that was, that was what's funny, because it's like, okay, usually the news is supposed to report what the police did or what they saw, but they got people involved jumping in before the police get there. The police never arrested that guy. Got people faces on Facebook talking about, have you seen him? It's in the bag,
Mm-hmm.
That is funny, man. But once they found out they was white,
what happened?
Game plan went in effect. What do they do when all them white boys shoot up stuff?
Sympathy
card, and they start humanizing.
And it's getting worse.
Yeah, they humanize, showing his auntie.
Wait, his mom and daddy finna fly him back from Russia.
Yeah, his daddy's coming over here.
Wait, when they showed Dorner, when he was manhunting, they were showing his mom in a bar.
Really? I didn't even see that.
Yeah. That's one of my, I learned, I'm getting better.
Right.
Yeah. And man, I watched her, they showed her going in the bar. When that first happened, I should have brought it up on the show.
She had to go get some drinks.
She was in there drinking. She
needed some medicine.
Man. And I said, but they showing this family like they together.
And at first they were just tying them into radical Islam. That's all they've been doing. Radical Islam. Islam. Like two white boys couldn't just, if they've been living here in America, they just couldn't have any anger towards America.
Right.
That hurts them.
What's his name had an anger towards America? That boy that killed Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah.
I know he was militant. It's a different subject, but he was angry at America.
Exactly.
At the government. For what they did.
Say, like we always say, the media might not tell you what to think, but they tell you how to think or what to think about.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got people going, and they was all praying for this dude, praying for the bombing suspect. Oh, he looks like he could have been my son, or because he did, But this,
what you say, look like Jerry Seinfeld?
We gonna
he did,
yeah. And they was asking their friends questions. Watch.
But I was thinking about the Texas explosion being so much bigger all during the same
that's a good one.
time period.
Mm-hmm.
All those people, and it reminded me, how you was talking about how many white lives it take to equal brown lives.
Mm-hmm.
That white lives. Mm-hmm. In the Boston bombing, people lost limbs. So now we saying that white arms and legs are more important than brown lives.
Oh, you know that.
Man, that's amazing.
You know that.
And you talked about the fact that in Texas, those Mexicans, they didn't make
that. Is that what died? That's who probably died.
That's all.
It wasn't a big story. They got to the story and went like, so many victims. Oh, they not white. Let's
get out of here. Yeah. Oh, but the man who runs the plant, who should have been looking out for the safety issues, he's probably
the bigger story is the brother in Maryland.
What
happened in Maryland?
The prisoner in Maryland.
No, what happened?
He ran the BGF.
The BGF. That's
the black. The black gorilla family. Yeah. He was running a whole operation in prison.
Wow.
Which you amazed, if this wasn't going on, it probably would be the top story.
Oh yeah.
And he had 4 babies. Wait, 5 babies with 4 different correctional officers.
Would you call it
conjugal?
Conjugal.
That ain't no conjugal. That's in-house.
That's in-house. They was correctional officers.
With
what was
guards.
he doing? Screwing them through the bars?
Something. He probably had a TV, and then his mistake.
Now look, that's a whole nother stereotype.
Yeah, that is.
He gonna get to him through the bars.
Okay, there it is. And the whole point of it is, how we get off this topic?
Okay, yeah, we going
because that would be the number one story right now.
Right.
We want to talk about how they humanize the terrorists.
Okay.
Now, if they wasn't white, this wouldn't happen.
Wow.
But that's what we doing. We explaining it to them how the media does this, and you don't even pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then to also know the suspect, Jahar, you knew him in middle school. He played soccer together. What was he like back then?
I mean, I knew Jahar, and He was a great kid. He always was good with his schoolwork. He played soccer. He was a great kid. I mean, always had a good smile on his face. He wasn't outspoken. He was mostly just a normal guy like me. Like, I'm shy when I'm meeting new people, but as long as you took the time to get to know him, he'd grow on you. And
Did you know his older brother at all?
I didn't know his brother myself, but I knew people that knew him, and he was a great guy too. He had his family, his wife, he had his kid. And
Man.
See how the ones that happened at first, he was a student. He
Right.
was this, making him an everyday American.
Man, he made a bomb and killed people. That's all
Yeah,
he was.
you shouldn't even show nothing
Yep.
nice about
Ain't nothing
him.
behind
you don't do that
him.
when
Right. When it happened
blacks
to us.
killing each other.
Right.
You just, that's just the way they,
Here's
move
another
forward.
thing that I don't know if y'all pay attention to, but they just read him his Miranda rights.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
now he stopped talking.
And everybody
Oh.
mad at Obama for not making him an enemy combatant.
Combatant.
But
yep.
so really, all the stuff that he's told us so far can't be used against him because that's before his Miranda rights.
That's right. Yep.
There it is. But they said, oh, well, we have enough evidence against him. Hello, he was in a boat shooting at you.
But they did that on purpose so that they don't have to put him in that kind of position. They don't have to he don't have to be viewed as a terrorist. He don't have to be viewed on death
he's
row
a white-
or whatever. He's
He's a white American
know what?
citizen.
You know, I said that he'd be dead by now.
Yeah, you
But I
did
was
say that.
I
he was black.
wrong. If
Or he was not white. They would
No,
have shot
she
through the boat and killed him.
and shot and they wouldn't even
Okay,
worried about no
but that was
bombs
Gilligan
being
in
on the
there.
boat.
Right.
Man.
Oh,
But now
man.
he gonna be over in a country club and stuff in
Oh,
10
yeah.
The
years
oldest brother,
on the island.
The one that
oldest
got
brother,
killed?
He was on welfare.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, man was on welfare, man.
That's the one that was
That's why
married.
America. That really pissed them off.
Man.
This Negro was over here taking our
Did
money.
the media talk about that?
Yeah,
Welfare.
they bringing it a little bit in and out.
Okay.
I
They don't
wonder-
want to bring it too much because they done made us look like we the
Right,
ones on
right,
welfare.
On welfare.
But we see who ones on it.
No, they're
What'll
going to say
be-
Islam is on welfare.
Yeah.
What's gonna be funny though? What's gonna be funny is to
Islam.
find out if his wife and child continue to get welfare or even get Social Security. Because now you got a child whose father's dead. That child and
Oh,
he's a
that's what she
citizen.
going for. That's what she going for.
So y'all gonna be raising a terrorist kid.
We'll keep an eye for you, though.
I seen a picture of him, man. That dude got a big ass nose.
Man.
You see his nose? They would have interrogated him. They would have just, man, he lying. Look at his nose.
It's growing,
It's grow-
Pinocchio.
He didn't even need a backpack. He could have put the bomb in his nostrils. That man had
he
a
could have
big
just
ass
ran in the
nose.
marathon and sucked all the oxygen out there.
I looked up and I thought that was I said, is that a bird?
I know. He looked like one of
Had
them
a big ass
pelicans.
beak.
A pelican, yeah.
Remember Jimmy Durant?
Right,
He had a
yeah.
big- That's what that fool looked like, man. I was like,
Aha! Aha! What do you know from funny, you bastard?
the
Wow.
mama don't even believe it's real.
They think it's a fake.
The mama think it's a fake.
And the auntie, I think she on the
Someone
same.
done made
Yeah.
a video
Yeah, well,
already.
that's how Russia is anyway.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, it's always like that.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they just
They don't believe nothing. Huh? I don't blame them what they done been through.
They took their Bibles away.
They took their Bibles
That's
away.
why they don't believe in nothing.
Now, your boy Bill O'Reilly.
Oh Lord, have mercy, dude.
Man, now, I'm just going to play these clips.
You gonna start it off with clips?
Yeah, I'm going to start off the clips just
Okay.
to say, this is the thing about great people.
Okay.
They know nothing happens until they get hurt.
Okay.
Nothing going to change until
Something happens.
white
to them.
lives get
Okay.
killed. That's
Right.
all they care about. They don't care about anyone else. And I'm talking about the ones who are racist.
Right.
They
Okay.
do not care.
You know what? The racists may actively not care, but there are a lot of people out there that I wouldn't say today.
That
I hate.
been
I
desensitized.
hate. They've been desensitized. They just
Right.
don't know no better. They don't see nothing but what's on TV.
Exactly, because
So-
remember when the OJ case was on? Before the OJ case, black people was telling everyone the system is messed up. The judicial system needs a change. The judicial system needs this. You never heard one white person say anything about the judicial system
Never.
until OJ got off.
Man.
Yeah,
It's like every time something happened to them,
because that's what brought it into their world.
you know, and so listen to Bill O'Reilly.
Okay.
He's talking to the leader of the Council of American Islamic Relations.
Awad. His name is Awad Assad.
Oh, is that his name?
that's
Awad, yeah.
Wow, that's a good name. There.
Yeah, he got a cool name.
Nahad or what?
Well,
That means he got a lot of money.
No,
A wad.
just a
Okay.
nice guy.
He was cool, huh? I would have jumped through the screen. All right, here's the clip, the first part.
What Islam means to me.
No, I don't want to hear about what Islam means to you. With all due respect.
You see?
Wait,
He don't want to hear.
you don't even want to hear what Islam
He
means
don't.
to him. His name, back the way, is Nahad Awad.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Nahad Awad.
Look, that's how they all feel.
Man.
They don't care.
I didn't like that, man. I was so upset. I watched it. I was like, Lord have mercy.
But don't he got a time schedule to keep? He was trying to get him on there. I mean,
Who have a time schedule?
Bill O'Reilly. You know, they
Man,
on
when Bill
news.
O'Reilly talk, he got the power now, like in his ear.
Yeah.
Sometimes they tell him to get off, but he'll be like, "We're not going right now."
He did that before.
He do that all the time.
okay.
He got that power. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying okay. I was grabbing for straws. Like there's got to be a reason besides he just an asshole. That
No, he just
No,
asked.
I
Listen
think-
to this part where he
Okay.
say right here.
Islam.
I'm telling you that radical Islamists, under the banner of jihad, are causing the most intense terrorism the earth has ever seen, and you're denying it. So either you're
Bill,
naive,
no
or
one-
you're just way out of touch. Do you
I
not have a
think-
television set?
oh my God.
Thank
You have
you.
a television set because I know who the worst terrorism are in history. We
Okay.
know that. Come on.
But that's
now.
the point. If he was just looking at television, you might think that.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
Yeah.
you're looking at reality,
Uh-huh.
because in reality, you know who does the most terrorism?
Ooh.
Them groups that are like for the earth, environmental groups, those green groups.
Oh.
which
that-
are mostly white people.
right. Those are the people who do
And
the
they put a little
most
soft.
terrorism.
They put a little
things.
soft word on them. Green terrorists.
Yeah, like they gotta. Yeah,
You know, just to soften it up. Like
What-
they give them meaning.
What about the people against the animals that protects the animals?
Yeah.
and Peter.
Yeah.
Peter.
Those are the. If you look
And
at
what about the worst
statistics,
terrorism ever? The KKK.
there it is,
That's the one. I was glad we got to that one.
man.
Who more radical than them?
Nobody.
The funniest quote I heard about that, you know, the FBI only said like 4% of the terrorist attacks are Muslims that do it, right?
Oh.
So I had, I don't even know who quoted it, but it was like, oh yeah, all terrorists are Muslims except for the 94% that ain't.
That's a good point.
They say that.
That's
huh?
a good point.
The second biggest terrorist act to me. Now, no one else might not agree with this, but
Okay.
you tell me if this don't sound like terrorism. Okay, a Hispanic prison gang put an order on the streets to kill all black people.
And you
In white
prison.
t-shirts, I remember
there you
that.
go.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, and they killed about 10 black people in
Yeah.
Southern California.
Yeah.
That's more than what happened that's more dead than Boston.
Right.
Yep.
Sure is.
But no one ever wrote that's terrorists.
Didn't call them terrorists at all.
Since 9/11, that's probably the second biggest terrorist act ever. They made a statement like Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
You know how Al Qaeda make that state? All them terrorist groups.
Yeah.
That prison gang did that. Said we gonna kill these Americans. See how I'm humanizing black
Yeah.
people, America.
Yeah. And you know,
like that, don't
Because
you?
black people are Americans.
and Bill Riley, this is one thing I want to tell you right now, Mr. Riley.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
We don't think all Catholics are pedophiles.
What does that mean?
You know what I'm saying? And you a Catholic, Mr. Riley. You say it every night on your show almost.
Okay, but
You're proud to be a Catholic.
I don't know what that means.
But we don't call all y'all pedophiles. So how you going to call Islam, what they call terrorists?
Fucking thing sucks.
Go.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
So I'm coming
And
at
when,
you
and
with
when
that.
his defense is gonna be, well, I always put the word radical in front of it. I'm talking about radical Islam.
Then why did he bring somebody who is from the Council on American?
Yeah, why he didn't have
Islamic
one of the
Relations?
radical
Have a
Islams
radical
there?
on there to tell them about. That's like
Because he was associating
There you go.
there you go.
Islam with even the good Islam.
That's a good observation.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good observation, right?
And I've always said those people over there, they don't like Americans because they just woke up and said, "Oh, we don't like America." No, our rich people over there doing something,
There you go. You always talk about the rich people.
Yeah.
and they
over
trying
there.
to push our system on them. What's the name of our system that we use to vote?
Democracy.
Democracy, right? We pushing democracy on other people, right? And 80% of our people don't even participate in it.
In democracy.
In democracy,
You're
only like
right.
25% of people
That's-
vote.
Vote.
Yeah, I like
But
it.
we still
Yeah.
want to push that on another country.
Right.
America, here's my message to America.
Okay.
My grandma used to tell me this all the time.
What did she say?
You can't clean nobody else's house until your own house.